Yeah, that's pretty easy to explain, Comfort. When you think about OnPassive and the journey, the adventure we've been on Passive, it is a brick and mortar store. Okay, it's not a fly by night. It's brick and mortar. We're in Dubai. We're in the Philippines. We're in Africa. We're in the United States. We're all over the world. And all the products of OnPassive, they get built in these brick and mortar stores. And when you think about OnPassive, no money changes hands until a sale is made, period. And it's a lot like traditional business. You have to make a sale in order to bring in income. Now, that's where the difference between the corporate world and OnPassive ends. Mr. Mufareh has done so many other things to benefit us. And the first thing he's done is he's brought us in with the understanding, if you engage, and you have to understand that if you engage, you have to do something. This is not a free lunch. But if you engage, OnPassive will go to work for you. And as OnPassive brings in customers, and OnPassive markets for OnPassive, but unlike other companies that take those sales, Ash spreads those sales out over those individuals that are participating with OnPassive. So in time, you get sales that land in your organization. Whether you make the sale, whether OnPassive makes a sale, you get a commission for that. But you get a commission because there was a sale. There's nothing free here. So when people talk about OnPassive as a get-rich-quick scheme, it's just foolish. Number one, they're showing their ignorance because they don't know anything about OnPassive. They don't know about the history of OnPassive. They don't know how it's been developed and built. And once you start to understand how the structure has been built by Mr. Mufareh, you start to understand that, yeah, it's unique, it's revolutionary, and Mr. Mufareh was thinking about me. How can I come in and make a difference in my family in the corporate world? Well, I can't build a business. I can't put ads on the Burj Khalifa. I can't put ads in the OnPassive metro station. I can't do any of these things, but OnPassive, it does it for us. Now, when I say that, don't misunderstand me. OnPassive is going to take a lot of that money to run the company. It's going to be around 50-50, I think, maybe 52, whatever the numbers are. It's going to be very, very healthy for both parties. And Ash has to do that. You have to support OnPassive. Brick and mortar store, they have bills they have to pay. So when you start to talk about the get rich quick scheme, Comfort, for me, people don't ask me that anymore because they know what they're going to get and they're not going to like it. But it really is, it shows the ignorance of an individual. And most of those individuals aren't in OnPassive. They haven't followed the journey. They don't know what's happening. And if you knew what was happening today, you would rush to get in with Comfort, be a independent reseller of the IT product with Comfort or anybody else here, because it is just starting. And what's going to be happening over the next weeks, months, and years, it's going to change all our lives in a very, very profound way. I know we're not supposed to talk about money, so I won't right now. But if I get another round, I'll talk about money a little bit. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, sure. We'll definitely get you to say that. At least we know that we join business for money. However, so no harm in talking about it in the most careful way, Mike. Yeah, so you can do that in the next round if you want.
Yeah, I won't do it now. And it really, it's indirectly. And Andy would understand this very, very well. When you start to understand the numbers of OnPassive, you start to understand what OnPassive is going to do for you. And Andy knows that better than anybody because he knows numbers better than anybody in OnPassive. So, but yeah, I'll leave it there, Comfort. But OnPassive get rich quick scheme, it's just ignorant.